Hi, my name is Cássia Carrascoza. I'm a flute player and a teacher from São Paulo, Brazil. It's an honor to be with you today for this presentation. Today I'm going to talk about research in telematic chamber music performance that Paulo C. Chagas and I are doing together. Telematic chamber music is realized in real time with a group that is geographically distant. For example, I'm here in São Paulo and Paulo C. Chagas is in California. Let's talk about performance in this particular situation. Paulo C. Chagas and I have been playing telematic music together since 2020. We are creating musical performances and researching new ways to make it. The tools we use are Jack Trip for audio communication through network, Loopback for routing them all, Max for electronic music processing, and Zoom for communication. Before the ongoing pandemic, inside the theaters in a shared space, we had different types of connections with people. We were sharing the sound experience in the acoustic space with the audience and with other musicians. When we make music together on the stage, many aspects of physical presence are at work to communicate. This includes vision, movement, shared silences, among other things. But these connections are different in telematic music. Performing chamber music with electronics and audiovisual has similarities to telematic performance. In January of 2020, I performed in a solo flute concert with electronics and also did some academics activities in experimental acoustic research studio years at the University of California. There I started my collaboration with Paulo C. Chagas. The first work we did together is Mozave, a collaborative work for flute, electronics, and video that involves the aesthetics of audiovisual immersion with telematic performance. This work is part of Chagas' large project Sound Imaginations, which investigates listening cultures and different categories of listening. The work was developed via 3D video and Amsonics audio recordings taken from Mojave Desert in 2020. Mojave is a work that has several elements: performance in the desert, 360-degree camera and Ambisonics microphone, improvisation, electroacoustic composition, flute composition, and live electronics. Multiple versions of the same work, including telematic performances. Here, Paulo C. Chagas and I are working virtually. This is Max Patch that he made for Mojave and the flute score. Here you can see an excerpt of the work. In the next excerpt, We see a telematic version. Paulo C. Chagas, processing in California, and I here in São Paulo. Now, I will talk about another work by Paulo C. Chagas. Virtual Studies is a series of 5 studies for flute or flute ensemble, electronics, and video. The work is structured as a canonic piece. When the first flute arrives at letter B, the second flute comes in at letter A. The piece has another important element. It was written as an initiation for flute players to deal with technology. This is a solo version where we recorded the score and I improvised on it. Here I use breathing as an expressive element. I choose breathing as an emotional component that has a relationship with the tragic COVID-19 disease, which, as we know, makes breathing difficult. Since I was also working with the problem of the space, I used Saverio Castellano, a Brazilian painter, as a background, as in his watercolor he uses spatial forms, so I could use the virtual space as a scenic performance space. In this example, I rotated my position, occupying the space. In the next example, I approached the camera, emphasized the idea of limit and distance. Here, this is the patch max that Paulo C. Chagas built for a chamber music version, for a transnational project connecting creative communities. It was realized via telematics in Lauren Wasynczuk's class by the UCR Concert Band between April and June 2021. Here are my students from São Paulo University and some students from UCR Concert Band. We established a visual unit with everyone with the same picture and profile. I queued each one by name in the Zoom chat. When they turn on their cameras, each one used the chosen biome as a background, either Brazilian or North American, according to where they were. It was as if we were playing an aleatoric game, as I never asked the same musician to start or repeat the same sequence. We can see here all the musicians looking at the monitor static, indicating the end of the piece, while the sound still remains. I would like to make a few final remarks. Telematic music can be a way for musicians to play together, to connect through sounds and emotions, challenging the concept of distance. There is a lot more to explore in this field, thus collaborative works are fundamental for developing this type of audiovisual music. Thank you.